Hey, what is up guys? It's Trans38 coming at you with some more Transformers third-party action, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Fight Super Mech Live versus Head Warrior VS-02. And this is their take on a legend, legend-sized scaled Headmasters. And this is number 2 out of the series. It's a Head Warrior. Come around the back, you got your obligatory product shots. It's the Warrior model, display of weapons, toy display, because you can see the little Headmaster right there. Oh, the little guy. State in driving, well, you know, the pilot's inside. And then you get the poses, hidden pose, display of weapons. So, anyway, this is versus Fight Super Mech Life versus Head Warrior from Vecma. And I do believe this is another branch of Mech Fans Toys, because they also include with this set a power armor suit from the Diaclone line. And that's why I think it's part of the Mech Fans toy line. It has to be. But anyway, let's crack this bad boy open. Vecma Studio, all rights reserved. The Rebirth. Vecma Studio. Head Warriors, number VS-01. Yeah, it's all messed up there. It's supposed to be 02. But anyway, you got a nice piece of artwork there. On the front it says, "Owl bite deformation into Wolfman's head. Owl bite trainer." So let's crack this bad boy open. So I hope you guys been following me on Instagram. I posted some pictures of this. Anyway, set the box off to the side. You get a nice pack of instructions. You get the instructions right here. Very neat. And then here's how it gets displayed. As soon as I opened this, I was like, oh my god, they have a power armor suit resembling to the Alien movie, the Power Loader. My good buddy Mitchell from the Tri-State Division Ghostbuster, he's like, man, that looks like a Power Loader suit. And yeah, it looks like a Power Loader suit from the Alien movie. Freaking awesome. So, open this bad boy up. We'll just dump the contents there and put the box off to the side. Anyway, in this set you get the figure itself, of course, Doi, right? And you get the power loader. We'll focus on the power loader first here, because I'm not going to spend too much. You get the little fork things, and you can peg them to the underside of the arm, like so. And then you can open this and put the little Diaclone figures in there. So if you see my Instagram, I had pictures of the little Diaclone figure in it. So, definitely. So, very neat little power loader. We'll set the power loader back here off to the side. And then the set, you get 2 of the same gun. One gray. I'm guessing one's the cartoon accurate gun and one's the G1 toy gun. I can't remember which one. It might be, this one might be the cartoon gun and this one might be the toy gun, or it might be the other. I have no idea, but they're both same, casted in different plastic. You got the blue and then you got the whitish gray, and then you got the sword here, got some nice silver on it. But anyway, you know, since he's a Head Warrior, pop his head off, just get in there on the head sculpt on him. Got a nice little smirk. Transform him. Just the same little dude, like, very nice little details. You can see the facial details on him. So, very neat little Head Warrior. Like I said, the Head Warrior itself is smaller than the Titans Return figures. Where's my blade? There she is. I'm gonna pop her head off. Actually, I'm going to use her body. I was actually wondering something till now. Fold the head up. Wonder if the head would actually peg into the... Yes, it would. Oh my god. You can actually peg the head in. They won't swivel, but you can actually peg the head in there. Just smaller port. I think it's freaking hilarious. I just wanted to do that. But you can see the difference in the size comparison of the heads. So, see how the different sizes they are. Definitely very cool. So that was funny there. Now, if you had the square head, not like what Windblade has, I think it might actually make peg in there. But, it is what it is. And speaking about heads getting popped on, he gets his readout on his chest, just like the G1 toy, which is pretty cool. Open it up, shows the readout, strength, speed, and intelligence, all that good stuff. Now you can wield the Wolf Warrior up like that with his gun, cartoon gun. I prefer the wider gun because you can actually see him holding it. And then there is storage for this gun down here in his back ankle, back of his, in his foot. Close that up, and there's storage for a weapon. So very ideal spot. You can hide a weapon there. Very neat. So yeah, very cool. Haven't got a chance to put a Decepticon logo on his chest, but anyway, speaking of the Decepticon logos, I do have the original, the other VS-01 Head Warrior, the Chrome Dome version, and there's a size comparison for you. And then here's the power loader with the other loader. Kind of looks like a Titanfall suit. Really love them. Cool. So yeah, I hope they can continue doing these Head Warrior line because I dig it so far. It's very well worth it. So anyway, if you want to, you can do the old head swap because they actually do fit on each other. You can swap the heads around if you want. You can swap the heads around. It's up to you. It's your figure. Do what you want with it. Anyway, set Chrome down off to the side. Now, articulation wise for this figure, very cool. Very good articulation wise on him. Got the head, it actually moves very tightly, but if you take the head off, you can see where this whole socket actually rotates. I bet you give it some time, it'll move. If you just wiggle it a little bit more, but the head does move side to side, but nothing else. Anyway, you got ball jointed arm right here, got the ball jointed arm right here, rotate it all the way around. Got a bicep swivel, got an elbow joint, and the arm transformation due to his alt mode. Waist articulation, ball jointed legs, thigh swivel right there, and a ball jointed knee, so you can swivel it either direction. And nothing in the feet, unless you call that articulation in the back. But that is it for articulation. Anyway, transform him. And before the transform, I'll show another. I need to do a size comparison with you. Here's Siege Hound from Transformer Siege. Well, Siege Hound, yeah. There you go. And to transform him into his wolf mode, what you want to do is pop his head off like so. Transform him into his little trainer, they call it. If you really wanted to, you can probably try to fit the trainer in there, since it's a power loader. Sit down over there if you want to. It's a thing you can do with it. It doesn't close all the way, but you get that concept. Unless you put his arms out. Oop. Put his arms out like that. It's a thing you can do. Alright, come on. But anyway, there's the power loader with him in it. You can actually close it a little bit, like close to, so you can pilot the power loader if you want to. Anyway, the other weapons you can sit off to the side. Transformation. Get into detail here. Bring his paw down. Transforms his fist to a paw, like so. Next up, rotate this around, like so. Bring his head up on this double joint, like so. There's like a little dowel rod in there. You can swivel this up and then back, do the transformation and stuff. So you can do that. Anyway, get the front of the wolf mode done. Next up is the back end. Flip this section down, bring this up, remove the gun from in storage, like so. Rotate his waist like this, rotate at the knee here, bring this up. Love the transformation of this. You bring this up, tab that in somewhat like that. And then the other leg, I like this. Just split the leg into two halves here, which they do get pegged in there pretty good. There we go. What you do is rotate them out, bring the knee joint up here like so, rotate it up, and then that port there will go right in here, that port will go right in here, and you rotate the legs down like so. Now you can give him his tail. It's on a little swivel here, which is his sword. Bring it up on a swivel like that and peg it into his butt like so. His mouth does open. Very nice detailed. Very cool. Alright, there's Weird Wolf in his wolf mode. Now these other guns you can, there's a little post on this side, you can post the gun right there. And then there's a little tab right here. You can tab it in, the other one up on top. It's a figure, it's the figure storage if you want. It's whatever you want to do with it. But anyway, since he needs a pilot, get him out of the power loader here. Oh. Like so. Put him in a standing position. And sit him down a little bit. Stick him in there. You can hear him jiggle a little bit, but it would have been nice if they made that clear, but it's very nice G1 paint for the fans. Very cool. Very nice fluorescent red. It's like a glossy red, shiny. So anyway, there is his wolf mode. Very cool. Size comparison, bringing a smoke screen here. Okay. You want to bring in Optimus Prime here. See if you can ride him. You know. See how big he is. Nope. But anyway, very cool figure indeed. So articulation in this mode, the legs move up and down. They do click into place back here, but I like to keep them down. Articulation is just like the arm in robot mode. His whole head spins. You can move it up a little bit, and if you want to, you can use this joint a little bit to get some better poses, and then open his mouth. So there is Wolf Warrior in his wolf mode. Very neat. They call it state in driving on the packaging. So Wolfman here, very cool. Transform him back. but you can still see the detail. Before I even do that, you can see the detail on this. They actually did a good job transforming this guy into a legend size scale figure, and very cool. So this line has me sold already, so I can't wait to see the other figures coming to fruition. So transform them. Get rid of the sword. Put his legs all the way down to the back. Rotate, tab it in. Rotate that back, tab it in. Rotate the waist. If you want to, if you really want to, you can give him a wolf head for robot mode if you really want to. Anyway, flip it back. You can flip it back all the way. Different ways you can store his head back here. You can do that. Or, I just like having it creep up like that. Anyway, transform the trainer, or the headmaster, they so call him. Peg him in. Transform head on. Stats open. There we go. And there he is. Oh, I almost forgot for sword storage. There's a little slot right here in the sword. You can just peg it in. Back here, there's a little peg right here for storage. You can. It's not really storage. It would have been obvious, like, to have a tab. Since they got a tab right here, they could have tabbed it in, like, right here. They could have tabbed it in on either side here, but the tabs are too long here, and they're not even a tab. But it would have been cool if they can just store it right there, but I don't store a sword in robot mode anyway. So anyway, you can store his gun in his foot. If you want to, you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, so there is the new, ow, my knee, Fight Super McFly versus Head Warrior from Vecma VS-02 Wolfman. And it's pretty cool. You get a little power loader here, kind of reminds you from Alien. Very neat. I highly recommend it, guys, really do. So the Head Warrior line is going to be very interesting. So I plan on doing more of these in the near future. So yeah, definitely. So definitely, don't forget to check out Web Junior 1977, Prime Job 1, my toy box reviews. Their links will be down in the description down below. And don't forget to check out my good buddy Greg Monroe on Facebook. And don't forget to check out, give you guys a couple more shout outs, TF Fan Geek, and Ninja Bill. Give them guys a couple shout outs. They're cool guys. They have good content on their channels. So if any of you guys are watching, if you go to their subscribe to their channel, tell them TransAaron38 sent you. Don't know who it is. So until next time, fellas, this is TransAaron38 reviewing the new Versus Head Warrior VS-02 from Vecma. Until next time, this is TransAaron38 out. Later. Peace. Out.